Shalom, first and foremost, would like to give our praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the brothers and others in the Bible is teaching this word in all sincerity and in all honesty. You know, we are the Hebrew Israelites, you know, from the Great Millstone, Jamaica campus. This is just the brother
Ashar
and myself, Makolat. And we normally would be prophesying today, Friday, because we would normally prophesy on the highways and the byways Fridays and Saturdays, because, you know, we try to double up the days, you know. But you see what is happening in the world, man. You know, prophecies are unfolding, as the elder apostle called this year, what? The year of prophecy. And prophecies are, right now, prophecies are booming right now, man. You understand? So therefore, we just wanna speak about a couple of things that's been happening in the spirit. You know, Jacob's trouble. You know, wheresoever. Salaki about that. Wheresoever the spirit intended for the lesson to go, then may the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai guide it. But we have an article here. You have the article? Huh? We have an article here that we want to read from the bigwobble.org. Right? And it says this article was released Friday, the 17th of April 2020, and the headline is, while the eyes of the world are on COVID-19, East Africa, the Arabian Peninsula, Southwest Asia, and Pakistan countries to struggle with another crisis of biblical proportions, growing mega swarms of ravenous locusts, man. And this was shared to us by the brother Rachayakom. You know, that brother is a fervent brother in the spirit, man, you know. See, may the Most High bless that brother and keep him, you know. And yeah, that's prophecy, man. You understand? That's a major prophecy, because what happened to Egypt, you know, the part of the plague that hit Egypt was locusts. Now these places that got mentioned, these countries that got mentioned here, they all trade with modern Egypt, Babylon the Great, which is America. So therefore, if these plagues aren't hitting Egypt itself, it is hitting them indirectly, because these places actually export their goods to America. You understand? So therefore, if these stocks, if these crops, these produces aren't being grown to export, that means that we're gonna have a problem. You understand? So it's not only the shipping is gonna be a problem. There's not gonna be food to export, man. The food that normally would export, what's the word I'm looking for? The production of it is gonna be much smaller. You know, if that's the word I'm looking for. You understand? So you wanna go into the article, Lock?
It says, with climate change causing more extreme weather pattern, locust outbreak are an increased concern.
It's an increasing concern. Continue.
While the eyes of the world are on the novel coronavirus, East Africa and Arabian Peninsula, Southwest Asia, and Pakistan continue to struggle with another crisis of biblical proportion. Growing swarms of ravenous locusts, both crises are extraordinary in scale, and both foes multiply so quickly the government are struggling to contain them. Torrential rain is causing a dramatic increase in locust numbers in East Africa, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, and Yemen. On January 11, 2019, the oldest site in Islam was swarmed by a plague of locusts, forcing cleaners into action to drive the insects out. The Great Mosque in Mecca, which hosts millions of Muslim pilgrims,
which the Most High is gonna bring down that bullshit as well. You understand? Go ahead.
Pilgrim every year, and is the holiest site of Islam, was the birthplace of a plague which is just over 12 months would grow into billions, stretching from the western borders of China, sweeping through Bangladesh, India and Pakistan, through Arabia, the Middle East, Northern Africa, and all the way down to South Africa.
To Southern Africa, yeah?
Southern, you say. The numbers and size of the plague are unfathomable. We are taking billions of the most ravenous beasts known to man. Just a small swarm can eat enough food to feed a country, to feed a city of 35,000 people. These swarms are currently invading the poorest and most food insecure people on the planet, and the swarms are expected to increase fivefold by June.
Right. So see, so right now, now you can say one of the reasons why you're gonna have a food shortage, man. See, Yahweh Shai is worthy to be feared. The Lord actually prophesied of this thing. You remember today I was speaking to that nigga? I was talking about opening up your eyes and how you have that power, you don't have to eat to live and speak. He was speaking as if he was standing in an angelic body. So I told him, well, you're gonna be proven, you're gonna be tested. You understand, to see, because he's saying he doesn't need any food at all to eat. And I said, oh, to live. I said, okay then. We'll see. You're gonna be tested on that, bro. You understand? I didn't debate with him. I said, what? He said he tapped into that energy and so, you know, he's extra something in the body, and he doesn't need any food, because food, he just pick on food because just pick on it, but he doesn't need any food. So okay, we're gonna see, man. You have a scripture?
I'm gonna try to find
see?
it.
The swarms have matured in East Africa after widespread rains that fell in late March are expected to cause a dramatic increase in locust numbers in the coming months. Right? So basically that's it. We don't even have to go any further in this article, man, because this article says a lot. You understand? This article says a lot. So we're gonna get into some scriptures now, you know.
It said Daniel.
Oh, Daniel, let me find it so you can follow it on the screen. Daniel, what you have?
12:1.
Daniel 12:1. Okay. So give me a second. Okay, it says Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. Right, go ahead.
Right, Daniel 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Right, everyone that is found written in the book shall be delivered. So we're heading into that time of trouble, and having no food. You see, that's the thing. You see, Esau, Edom, they are the biggest preppers, man. You know, that's why I think they have their kids out in the woods teaching how to shoot guns. They are the ones that doing prepping videos, buying up crazy amount of canned food and stuff. You know, they are prepping. Jake have hope, because even now you have people still trusting the government, saying what the government is doing is right and they're looking out for our best interests and we should follow the government. A lot of people think that this should just become norm. You understand what is really happening? But that is happening now. This is not normal, man. This is your so-called freedom being taken away from you, man. You understand? Right before your eyes. As a matter of fact, you're giving it up. Yeah? And it says this is the time of trouble never since was a nation. And a part of one of the reasons what's gonna cause it is because of the lack of bread, man. Which when you go to 2nd Ezra 16, is it 16 or 15 chapter? Yeah? It tells a man's house are gonna be spoiled because of the lack of bread. You know? See? And it's coming. I want to read 2nd Ezra 6 and 6 as well, go down. See? Which one you want to read first?
Alright, so 2nd Ezra 6 and 6.
Yeah. Go all the way down to the 20s, guys. This is good. See? Because this, now you know how we mark the end. See, all these plagues that hit Egypt before, these plagues are going to hit this modern Egypt, man. And we're witnessing these plagues. That's the reason why the Lord say, ye brethren, ye are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Because we're watching, man. We're the children of light. We're the children of the new day. We are the sons of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And the Lord has blessed us with this, the gift. You know, it wasn't something that we earned. It is a gift to see and have faith in what is happening, man. You understand? You have it?
It's a 2 Ezra 6 verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
Yeah, that's the Most High. You understand? Go ahead.
Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?
Yeah, so the end of the first what? The first world. You know, the world, you know, and the beginning of the world after that. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob and held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right, so you're actually witnessing the end of Esau's world now. You understand? And he says Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. A lot of people think that it is Moab. Scripture said Moab is my washpot, man. Over Edom will I cast my shoe. So Moab is going into slavery as well. Go ahead.
Say, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand of man is between the heel and the hand. Other question Ezra asked, thou not. I answered then and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, if I have found favor in thy sight, I beseech thee, shew thy servant the end of thy token, whereof thou shewest me part the last night.
Go ahead.
So he answered me and said unto me, stand up upon thy feet, and hear a mighty sounding voice, and it shall be as it were a great motion by the place where thou standest shall not be moved. And therefore, when I speak, be not afraid, for the word is of the end, and the foundation of the earth is understood.
Go ahead.
And why? Because the speech of thy things trouble, and is
trembleth.
Oh, okay, Silax. It's a because the speech of these things trembleth, and is moved, for it knoweth that the end of these things must be changed.
Yeah, because see, we in the end now, man. See, we're right now. Yo, if you can't see it, that means something's wrong with you, man. Basically, we're steering into the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Yeah, go ahead.
And it happened that when I had heard it, I stood upon my feet and hearkened, and behold, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters.
And what the scripture say about Yahushai's voice? And his voice has the sound of many waters, man. Oh Lord, yeah, go ahead.
And it said, behold, days come that I will begin to draw nigh, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth.
And what's happening now? See, this whole global shutdown. It's the Lord, man. Seeing, visiting the earth, man. Right now. And in Isaiah 29 verse 6, it says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts. Oh, you want to get that? See? As a matter of fact, let's get that. Isaiah 29 verse 6. Whenever you're ready. You want me to read it or you want to?
Have it, man. So Isaiah 26 verse 9.
29 verse 6.
Verse 29. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6.
Yeah?
Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquakes and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire.
Right, so the visitation of the Lord is now. It says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquakes and great noise, with storm and tempest. Okay, shalom. And flames of devouring fire. So we can clearly see that we basically we in that time now. You understand? That's the time that we're living in now. So let's go back to 2nd Ezra again. It was what? Verse 18. So read back verse 18 again.
Can you say?
Yeah, you feel free for adding that.
And And it said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, so we've been seeing earthquakes, we've been seeing fires, see, we've been seeing storms and tempests, plagues all over, man. See, plagues all over. And even so, a lot of people still can't see it, man. Because Jacob hoped that this thing is gonna come back to norm.
And the scripture saying blind, most are blind, 2/3 of people.
Can.
So not care what happens, 2/3 not gonna ever see it. Because guess what? 2/3 is slated to destroy. 2/3 have to do what they have to do. So the destruction is.
That's the reason why we speak to the elect. No? Continue.
Say, and I will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have erred unjustly with their unrighteousness.
Right, and the Inquisition is an inquiry. So the Heavenly Father now start search Jerusalem, man, with candlesticks. The angels of the Lord, basically, they are to and fro, beholding the evil and the good, knowing and seeing everything. You know, go ahead.
And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, Job, when he's about to fill his belly, say, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I shew these tokens.
Yeah, so these tokens is being shewed. Go ahead.
The book shall be opened before the firmament.
Yeah, because we have the internet. And the internet, that's a firmament where we get these information going out. Because it's not like none of us, they went into the States and saw the apostles or any other brothers teaching this gospel. We got it via the internet. You understand? So this is prophecy. Fulfilled. Yeah, go ahead.
And they shall see all together. And the children of a year old.
Right, so we're seeing all together. You know, we're seeing all together. Go ahead.
And the children of a year old shall speak with their voice. The woman with children, with child, shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up.
Go ahead.
And suddenly shall the sown place appear unsown.
So it says, suddenly shall the sown place shall appear unsown. Meaning, where food was, them storehouses, the farms, suddenly all this thing is gonna snap. Because even right now they're saying that wheat, these Jamaica is not getting any more wheat. No, Jamaica love wheat because the people here love flour. And I can tell you this, like 90% of these people there is flour. See, even my little daughter, what you want to eat? Dumpling. You understand? You understand? So these people love flour, so that's a problem there. And how long can these storehouses remain before shit start act up? Yeah, go ahead.
The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound.
And certain sound?
No,
the trumpet shall give a sound,
which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid.
Hey, right now, people shaking out their boots in the States, man. People shaking out their boots in the States. And right now here in Jamaica, you have people shaking out their boots as well. You know, go ahead.
So at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
And at that time, friends gonna fight one against another like what?
Like
enemies, man. That's coming. All these things are coming, man. Because there's lack of bread.
Hey, and they not even reached to that stage yet. But friends are fight friends now.
Exactly.
Because if a friend work on car center because I'm clapping on the car center because of the whole coronavirus thing, left from town and come up Portland, this other parish, hey, them I got turn him back here.
Exactly.
You
have people that flee from out of Portmore and I got a friend place and them a turn them back.
Yeah.
They want them in them house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Say, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Right? And it will ultimately come down to the waters get locked off. Yeah. Say, continue. Say, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation, and the end of your world.
Alright, so on the end of this world. So if you remain in the spirit and you remain here until the end, you're gonna escape and see the Lord's salvation. You understand? And that's what we need.
He
To
that
be
endureth unto the
it
end.
shall be saved. We need to be delivered, man. This place is through. This place is finished. If there ain't no staying here, there ain't no coming back. Yeah, there's no life as it was. That this fuck is finished, man. It is totally finished. I'm telling you. Yeah? If you have ears to hear and you can hear, this place is finished. What you have? The second answer?
How much again?
Huh?
14.
I think it's 50.
Oh, 16. Yeah. So 2 Ezra 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Yeah, because right now, what's really taking place now, Jake. Yo, for Jake, it's all about survival, man. It's all about survival. Right now, the scriptures, the Lord tell you that, look, he says, think not that I come to send peace upon earth, but a sword. For the father dishonor this son, and the son dishonor the father, and the father-in-law, and the mother-in-law against us. You know? See, so even among the households today, you're gonna have a problem. People gonna turn against each other, man. People gonna turn. People gonna need help. And if you're not pulling any weight, they're gonna turn against you, man. And even if you're pulling any weight, once the state is against you, they're gonna turn against you, man. You understand? So we know that. We know that there's gonna come a time when our family so-called gonna feel threatened. Because who to tell? Maybe we are on a list running on ads on the TV that we are wanted for crimes against the state, because it was teaching that you're not supposed to receive a vaccine or to take the microchip or something like that. We are enemy of the state. Who to tell? Anything's possible. But we know that these things gonna happen because it happened unto all our Yahushai. And it is written so much that Yahushai suffered for us, we must arm ourselves to suffer also. Just paraphrasing 1 Peter 4:1. You understand? So we know that's gonna happen, that's gonna come. And as we said, one of the main cause for all of this is because there's gonna be a lack of bread. There's gonna be food shortage, man. Yeah, and we read the article showing that locusts is fucking up these bread baskets, so to speak. So there's gonna be a problem. And they say that a small amount of them can eat up all the food to feed a city of 35,000 people. You understand? See? Remind me of them reindeers. Yeah. You know? You have a scripture?
I'm trying to find it as a father shall, son shall give up father.
Micah 7. Or in Matthew, want it?
I think I know Matthew.
I think Matthew 24. Matthew 10:34. Matthew 10 verse 34. Verse 35 down.
Alright, so this is Matthew 10 verse 34. You say, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Right, so that the Lord said it, so shall it be. Understand? Says a man's foe shall be there of his household. So we know that there's gonna come a time when our people, our family is gonna be totally against us. Because we are all about the Lord, man. And He's doing. But if they were smart, they would know that we are the way to the Most High. Because if they were listening, they would know that these was the things that He was speaking about over the years, man. And this was gonna happen. But no, they have little faith. See, they lack faith. That's the reason why this is gonna catch them like a thief in the night. And a lot of you gonna die of famine, man. See, in Lamentation it says where is that? Lamentation 4? They that be slain with the sword. Which 4? Yeah, Lamentation 4 verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these find a way, stricken through for wants of the fruits of the field. The hands of the pitiful women have saddened their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the people, of the daughter of my people. Right? The Lord had accomplished His fury. He had poured out His fierce anger and had kindled a fire in Zion, and it had devoured the foundations thereof. Okay. See, because this happened back in the Babylonian Empire, it's going to happen again. Okay. And this time even worse, man.
Okay. And that is a natural thing in terms of famine. I talked to a brother the other day, I tell him, so when men stuck at sea, when they run out of the fish them to eat, the next thing them start eat at them foot bottom it. Our natural thing for the body start survive, because the body are going to do that instead of dead. See, the difference with us, we have the spirit of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai with us.
And the Lord says His servant shall eat.
Can.
Yeah? Right, Isaiah 9 verse 19 says, through the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as a fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother. Yeah? No. It says no man shall spare his brother. It says, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry. Right? And he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. You know? See, that's coming, man. Seeing as I keep on saying, yeah, I know this person, I know this so-called friend, you know, in the world, that told me the other day that, look, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. This thing is gonna come to normal again. Himself can't see the fact, himself can't see it, why people are killing people for food when so much land is here. And to them see man himself why he need a machete, because he need to tear down a piece of land behind the house and plant some food like it will come same time. Exactly. You understand? See how Jake, man, it's Jake always think them smarter than the most, and that's the reason why they all get caught up in what's coming.
Man. Find an excuse to stay in that system. You know what's that system ever done?
Trust and oppression.
That's what?
Oppression.
Huh? This is Isaiah 46 verse 8. It says, remember this and shew yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. It says, remember the former things of old. For I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I am Yahweh, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Since so everything that's happening now is a part of the counsel of the Lord Yahweh and it will stand. Because the Lord is not a man that He should lie. The only thing that we're doing, we're just bringing out what the Lord has said was going to happen. It's not like it's our words. We're just being the oracles. We're just speaking what the Lord said was going to happen, man. That's how we do it. You understand? We're just saying, look, the Lord said this is going to happen, so it's going to happen, man.
Okay, see it here, Isaiah 30 verse 12.
Isaiah 30 verse 12?
Yeah. Say, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon.
Yeah, the Lord said they trust in oppression and perverseness. Right now these people trust in the government. Because I know a lot of people bracing for a total shutdown, and they're saying it has to be done. The government is only looking out for us. Trust in oppression, man. See, a total lockdown, a total quarantine is a prison. The Lord didn't, Yahweh Shami Shai doesn't promise us to be locked into prison, man. The Lord promised us freedom. We're gonna do intergalactic travel than to be locked up in the motherfucking houses, man. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
At an instant, quick. Yeah, go ahead.
And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a shed to take fire from the from the hearth, or to take water with all out of the pit.
Right. See? It says for verse 15, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved, in quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and he would not. Right? So we need that rest. Currently right now we need that rest right now, but before we can get that rest we have to go through this hell. Because hell is going to come upon the earth. And you see, prepare your soul to be uncomfortable, man. See, because the sure bed and all these things is going to be no more one point in time. See, your phone, you're not going to have a cell phone, you're not going to have your internet. You can imagine if they say a total quarantine in these countries and you don't have any internet nor electricity, you have to stay home.
You can imagine if for the time at 33:10 in time.
So, yeah, you know, the people are mad. Well, actually, would have mad more now because I'm used to these gadgets more. See? So therefore, these women in your home, you can't work. You know, you can't do any challenge.
No more challenge.
No more challenge. See? You're going to be in some deep shit. You're going to be in problems because the Lord was trying to prepare you and he wasn't taking the warning, man. Hosea 4 verse 6, what it says, man? See? Hosea 4 verse 6. It reads, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. So if your very children, they are rejects, man. Because you have forgotten Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you have forgotten his ways. You do like nothing the laws of the Most High. You don't want to hear his name. See, some say Guava Shai, you know, some say Yabba Shabba Shabba. Yeah? Mocking. Some say Jesus Christ. Some say Yahweh, Yahshua, Ahaya, Yashaya. You know? All these different, so, Yahweh. Hey, calling the Most High Yahweh. Hey, the Most High name is Yahweh. And the son's name is Yahweh Shai. And we've been saying that over the years, man. We've been saying that over the years. And then we noticing some phony ass pastors trying to get close to the Hebrew with that with a Christian twist. See, not wanting to come fully to say, yo, this is the actual way. See, because of personal gains. The Most High Yahweh Hashem is gonna fuck you up, man. Yeah? What's scripture?
For the tribulation for enter thy kingdom.
Yeah.
Matthew 7 verse 13. Enter ye therefore, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which goeth in thereat.
Yeah, so many is gonna go into that straight wide gate. See, the straight means a position of difficulty, so it's gonna be hard, man. You understand? You have to prove yourself as a soldier. A soldier means solitary. You're gonna be solid for Yahweh Hashem and Shai. And how can you do that if you don't have any faith? So it all goes back to having faith in Yahweh Hashem and Shai. You understand? Go ahead.
Alright, this scripture say, if the righteous scarcely
be saved, yeah, go ahead.
Say, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way that leadeth unto life, and few there be that findeth it. Beware of false prophet, which come to you in sheep clothing.
And that's another thing. See, but Moses start judging him now, because it has that you're gone now. The so-called God said comforter, Jeremy Grant. Hey, go ahead.
But inwardly they are
Ravenous wolves. You're like Johanna and you Nate. You know? Go ahead.
Can say, ye shall know them by their fruit. Do men get a grape of thorns or figs or thistles? Say, even so every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Say, a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
It says every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. You understand? So that's a prophecy as well we're supposed to look out for. Man. See, we're going to know who's speaking the truth. See, because we believe that the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone taught us the right way.
From a group from HODC, I think
Banyam,
Benyan, something another. Say yo, Elder was right. Right? So the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. Right?
See?
So
that's another thing. See that gray area and what is the mark of the beast, man?
It plain up on table now, right? So till all camps and never usually teach it, start see it plainly, right? For sure, close to that today, eh?
See, the scripture give us markers to know when we're close to the end, man. You know, so we know the season. You know, we know the season that we're in, man. See, so we're supposed to be looking for the coming of our Lord now, as wise servants, man. That means when Yahweh Shai, our Lord, comes back, he won't have to beat us with many stripes, because we were out there beating our fellow servants. You understand? See, we don't want to be smitten with many stripes. We want to be glorified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know? See, I have a scripture?
Find this watching.
Yeah.
I try to search for the parable.
Which one?
We say when him come back, him find us watching.
Oh, Matthew 24. I think it's around verse 40. Oh, 42. Yeah. Yeah, 42. Somewhere there.
42. Says Matthew 24 verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not when the hour your Lord doeth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh.
Yeah, just always be ready, man. You know? So, in such an hour you think the Son of Man cometh not. Go ahead.
He say, who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord had made rulers over his household to give them meat in due season.
Right, go right.
Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Verily I say unto you.
Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods.
Right, and that's what we want, man. To be rulers over all the Lord's good, man. And ultimately the scripture said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, man. So we're gonna be judges with him if it be we suffer for him. Yeah, go ahead.
Say, but and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delay is coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servant, and to eat and drink with drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he look not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. See, that's gonna happen. That's a part of it. See, so right now you wanna ensure that you're a part of the men that basically the body that's just doing the work. You know, watching, fasting, praying, and prophesying. You know, spiritually forecasting what's happening now. See, because the scripture says, the Lord says he set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall what? Never hold your peace day nor night. You know, he that make mention of the Lord keep not silence. And right now is not the time to keep silent. Now is the time to be pushing out these videos even so much the more. You see that they are approaching because even the very internet is going to be closed down. You understand? So right now, because I think we're going to close off with that. See, right now is the time for us to get closer to our power, man. You know, and try to beg for mercy. Pray without ceasing, man. Beg the Most High Yahweh for mercy. You understand? Because, hey, when the Lord turn his face, man, when our God Yahweh turn his face, everything that's not of a pure mind, yeah, is going to be deleted, man. You understand? And a lot's going to be deleted by means and ways of these misses, man. You understand? But with that, I want to say, I'll praise this glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the brothers in the house and the byways. Shalom.